Yeah, but the whole problem, like, this is why I tell people, if James Gunn doesn't succeed, you might be surprised what you get. You might only get Batman movies. You might not get anything. And then if, say, Warner Brothers gets sold off and then someone else takes over, you're going to have two groups. Well, you're going to have three groups. One is the one that's most. So say James Gunn doesn't succeed, Warner Brothers fails, the stock of the Warner Brothers keeps going down, and someone else buys it. So you're going to have restore the Snyderverse fans. You're going to have restore the Gunverse fans, and then very, very few Hamadaverse fans. I don't really hear a lot of Hamadaverse fans restoring that. But say they don't continue. Let's say James Gunn doesn't get.
Can we just say stop saying verse? These characters do not belong to these directors. These people, they belong to DC and Warner Brothers.
I don't care.
The DC universe. I don't care about Gunverse or Snyderverse, Hamadaverse. It's DC universe.
The easiest way to differentiate the different.
You don't call it the Feige verse, do you? No.
Because there hasn't been. Because
why is it the Feige verse?
Because the Feige verse is MCU.
Sounds stupid. Verse.
If someone takes over for Feige, which was
because the DCEU sucked and it had more than one hand in it.
Right. No, but Brian, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if James Gunn doesn't succeed,
well, no, I know what you're saying.
And if you're not only going to have the I doubt that the new company is going to want to deal with that.
That's
you're going to have.
I keep saying they're not going to continue to spend money on shit that keeps failing.
Well, no. So, say if they don't continue with James Gunn, because that's what
I'm saying.
Then you're going to have two people. You're going to have two groups: restore the Gunverse and restore the Snyderverse. What are you going to do in that situation?
Nothing.
Because at that point, you guys will be 60 years old, and they'll be more embarrassing, dude. It's already embarrassing.
No. First and foremost, some people should have moved on from certain verses, anyways. Okay, so that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's get to the main point here. Who gives a shit? You're right, Max. If James Gunn doesn't knock it out of the park, they're probably gonna stop this shit for a hot.
We'll just get Batman movies like
we'll get Batman movies forever until the end of time,
and continue the Gunverse is going to be a thing whether you want to admit it or not.
It will be. But dude, at that point, nobody will fucking care.
And the president of that movement,
if you're in your 50s still going on about something that happened 20 fucking years ago, dude, seriously, that's a problem. All right, you're holding on to a universe that was defunct, 10 years ago at this point. Like, guys, let it fucking go.
So when James Gunn fails, the president of the Restore the James Gunn verse is right here. Resident Justice will be the president of the club.
I don't know. Would he do that?
Leading the charge with the hashtag.
The thing is, I'm going to be conflicted because I will carry both hashtags, and that contradicts each other.
You can't carry both hashtags. We already seen what happened when you try to support both hashtags.
Dude, I'll be 42. Okay, if I'm still doing this
release
in my 50s,
the Batgirl.
I'm offing myself.
I'm continue the Snyderverse, restore the Snyderverse, and then I'll be for continue the Gunverse. I'm done. No. Blue Jay, and thank you for being a member for 34 months. Degrassi, if you've never seen 1943 Rise of Hydra, don't be shocked. LOL. I heard it's a Telltale game and not an action
RJ.
game.
If it gets canceled, I'll move on with my life. That's what it should be done. That's what it should happen.
I mark this right here. I am fine. I will take up the mantle.
All right, Max. Yeah, sure.
No, but I'm really upset that we're not going to get these games. Black Panther.
Well, yeah, but
and Wonder Woman.
I mean,
and we can't even get a Superman game.